I'm back, you true crime lovers, you. And today we're going to be taking a look at this interview that Inan Harsh did. Okay? I haven't seen it yet. I'm going to be watching and reacting for the very first time right along with you guys because I want my reaction to be genuine on this one. Now, this guy, he was also wearing a hood. He was at the food truck, but and he was a lot taller than the other hoodie guy. But and no one really has been talking about him that much. But he did an interview, and we're gonna take a look at it, and we're gonna react to it. So put all your reactions down in the comments. So let's go.
Have you talked to law enforcement since that first day they came over and asked you if you'd heard anything
Yeah, I did once.
once? Did they come over to the neighborhood again to
Yeah, I did once.
talk to everyone, or did you go talk to them?
No, I wouldn't. I just talked to them later.
Okay. Anything else you want to tell us about that, or is that off the record?
Yeah, he's kind of avoiding talking about anything he said to law enforcement. It's kind of weird. I mean, if you have nothing to hide, why wouldn't you just say everything that you told law enforcement? I mean, what's there to hide, you know?
Okay.
That's off the record, Chef.
Off the record stuff. It doesn't make sense.
Thank you. And by the way, this is a channel where I will ask a lot of questions, but I also respect my guests.
But I at least Lauren Mathis is asking the right questions. At least she's asking these questions. I mean, a lot of these, reporters will, softball the questions. No, we want the meat and potatoes.
For those wondering if something's off the record or you don't ever want to answer, that's all you need to say and we move on. So thank you.
She doesn't want him to walk off. That's what she.
You posted on your Facebook. I'm going here, by the way, to my phone to look at questions that I have written for you, and I'm also getting questions over in chat. While I look, you have mentioned on your own social media pages and even posted some of the proof that you've been getting harassed yourself and feeling the wrath of true crime sleuth and speculation. Can you tell us a little bit about that or what you've been going through?
Yeah, I want to see how he's been being harassed, People are probably just asking him questions. I mean, he was one of the people that was with these girls right before they were murdered. I mean, you're going to get asked questions, man. If I was standing next to Kaylee and Maddie and then they got murdered, I would be getting asked questions, That's fucking normal.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's kind of, it's almost hilarious to me that people think I did it and they're like telling me like, yo, you did it. And it's like, I don't know. It's kind of like.
Maybe you did do it. Maybe you didn't. We don't know who did it. But we know you were with them right before they got killed, dude.
The equivalent to like flat earth theory to me when I like read some of these like Reddit conspiracies and shit. I don't know. I've been mostly ignoring it.
Now I'll agree. Some people do take it way too far, but like me, I just want to know the facts, man.
But
no, I'm not accusing this dude. I just want to know what he knows.
Sometimes I read it and it gets to me, but I don't know. It's the other time it's just like it's almost entertaining to me.
Yeah. Oh, if you're drinking, take a shot every time this guy says like. Yeah, never mind.
But it's a little bit scary too. I'm like, what are these people trying to get me? But it's whatever.
Yeah. Cheshire Cat is saying, are there cameras in the area? Do you think anyone might have been able to catch anything that happened?
I doubt very many. No, there's not a lot of thefts or break-ins or murders or really anything that happens here. A lot of people leave their doors unlocked, windows unlocked.
Yeah, you're in Moscow, Idaho, dude. I'm sure there's not a lot happening.
Locked. It's generally pretty safe. Our apartment complex didn't even really have lights in like the hallway or cameras until like right after. Then they put up like some motion sensors and stuff. But like, you know, there's like, for the most part, this neighborhood is like pretty.
I'm sorry, he's saying like so many freaking times. Oh my god.
Be dark, and we kind of, I don't know, I kind of liked it, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, at night, like there's no lights, and you kind of go to sleep really easily. But yeah, I don't think very many people have cameras because they don't really feel unsafe in this neighborhood or whatever. Most people know people too, so it's like whatever.
Well, I bet you people in Moscow, Idaho are gonna be getting cameras after this. I guarantee you that.
Yeah, it's not a really sketchy neighborhood, you know, like just a bunch of college kids. Yeah, I know apparently some of them have like doorstep neighbors. I know, like, you know, just in the 21st century, a lot of people have like security cameras.
Yeah, like this like is like the like 21st like century, like duh. Like
so there's like always some stuff around, but it's like me, like I bought a cam for my car just, you know, in case whatever, but it's been like, you know, over like a year and I still haven't put it in my car, so like.
Well, like, why'd you like buy it? Like, return it, like, or put it in. Like, come on, man.
Oh wow.
You know, like that's how safe I, you know, it's like I just like never really felt the need.
Why'd you buy it?
To like actually put it up, but now I'm like I should definitely put that shit up. I wish I had it up now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So. Would people sleep with their doors open in this town? Is that kind of the?
I don't.
With their doors open? You mean like unlocked or open?
Know about that far, but I'm not gonna say it's never happened. I accidentally walked into somebody's house because the door was open, and I was trying to go to a friend's house when I was like 17.
Okay, how do you accidentally walk into somebody else's house? You must have been. I mean, I've been drunk before, really drunk, and I've never walked into somebody's house that I didn't know. Mainly because you can get shot for doing that, but I don't know.
And I like open it up, and it's just like some dude on the couch. I was like, "Oops." Shut the door back to halfway. And I was like, "Oops." Went to the next house. Like, oh, cool. This is the right one.
Afflicted Angel, a lot of people are just asking for confirmation, which I actually really value. As a journalist, I was a television reporter for 10 years. It's really good to hear and see things and then to ask for more confirmation always. So they're asking, is this actually you commenting on Reddit doing the AMA? They want to know that. Yes, this is him. Thank you. Thank you for answering.
Okay, so he is on Reddit.
Answering that. Thank you, Sleuth Mom, for reminding people that this is very true. I'm trying to read everything in chat, and some moderators are helping a bit, but I am missing some things. You can send and post something in a super chat or leave something in comment, but I don't know if we'll have the same guest again. So I'll do my best, though, to get to your questions. And thank you again for being here. A lot of thank yous are coming through for you being here and coming forward.
Well, I think most of them are thanking you, Lauren.
So, what have you heard anything about the alcohol offense at 3 a.m.? Do you know about that? It was behind the Sigma Chi house, and we have body cam footage from that. Do you know anything about that, or?
I haven't. The first I've heard of it. I don't really pay attention to the media or news really at all. You know, I'm a stick juggler. I kind of in my own world most of the time. But yeah, no. I don't. You know, I'm super hermit. I kind of I live like one of the most introverted lives you can imagine. But no, I'm curious though. Tell me about it.
Well, it was, and
What do you guys think? Do you really think he's never heard about that before?
I already have one correction. Thank you to everyone in chat helping me with these little details. It was on the band field. It was about 3 a.m. There's body cam footage now that has come out from it. It was the morning of the murders. So people are, zeroing in on different things they're seeing in the body cam footage that was released, taken on the band field at 3 a.m. And I know that you sometimes hear things, not always. You say you were asleep all night. What time did you go to bed that night, by the way?
I'm gonna guess. He doesn't remember.
I don't know. I'm probably around like 2:30 to 4 a.m.
Okay.
I don't really look at.
What's his question say? Can he confirm if the black Explorer was there daily? It was parked behind the red Jeep inside the crime scene tape.
I don't really look at the time after I get home, so it's all just like an estimate. But that's probably the range based off of the activities that I was doing.
Yeah.
I guess that's a normal answer. I mean, if someone asked me what time I went to bed, I would probably say I don't know the exact time.
One more confirmation having to do with SUVs, but now this is about Kaylee's or some. Can you confirm if there was a black Explorer that was parked there daily? It was parked behind a red Jeep inside the crime scene tape. Everybody was sort of.
I don't think it was that one. No, I'm gonna review the footage again, but I don't think it was that one.
Okay. Did you see a black Explorer that was parked there daily with crime scene tape around? Or did you notice the vehicle?
Yeah,
the crime scene tape?
So. I think I noticed a lot of like dark SUVs, and I just kind of assumed they were like FBI or police or something. But this was like
He doesn't know.
I'm pretty sure this other car was different, and it had out of state plates. That's one of the things I noticed about it. I think this one didn't have out of state.
He goes by Chef Dizzy. So I'm guessing he's a chef.
The Ford Explorer, whatever. I don't think that had out of state plates. I could be wrong, but this one definitely had. It was like, I almost want to say it was Utah, honestly, but it was like barrenish. It was night. It was hard to see, but it was like.
All these likes are making me dizzy.
Barren.
It would be great if you guys could hit the like button every time this guy said like. I'd have 1 million likes.
It's like deserty, like Arizona or Utah, Colorado, Montana. It's like mountainy, maybe. I think it might have been mountainy, but yeah. So I only saw 2 cars that had out of state plates. So.
Okay. Julie is asking, genuinely curious. She's not being confrontational, and I can confirm that because.
Now, this is a good question. Why would an introvert move into a party town / Greek Row? I'm guessing Greek Row is where they party a lot down in Moscow, Idaho, because it's right near the college.
He's a very curious person.
Vaulted ceilings.
Why would an introvert move to a party town? Go ahead. Sorry.
This is the only place I could afford with vaulted ceilings, so I could juggle at home. I need like at least like 10, 11, 12, 13-foot clearance. So.
Or you could just walk outside, right? I don't know about that one. Or just don't juggle that high, man.
It's hard to find. The apartments like that are hard to find anywhere.
That's a sketchy answer for me. That's a sketchy answer. Not accusing him of anything. It's just a weird answer.
So you're the opinion, like the ones with vaulted ceilings are usually like luxury places. So you have to pay like a premium for them. So This was cool. I was living in Pullman, so I was like paying a lot, and I had because of my felonies, I couldn't really move anywhere for 7 years.
Because of his felonies, I wonder. Maybe I need to look him up, see what those felonies are.
So after 7 years, I instantly moved into the first place available with vaulted ceilings. This is where I ended up.
Gotcha. I will admit.
Maybe one of you subscribers can find out what his felonies are. I'd appreciate that. Send it to my email. It's in the description.
I've been admiring the ceilings in the
I'll give you a nice shout out.
background. They're beautiful. Those wood ceilings.
Yeah, pretty dope place.
Yeah. Miss Wales asked, did the dog bark lots, or did you know? And I think they're referring to Murphy.
I did not know the dog.
Okay.
No, I never met the dog. I didn't know there was a dog until pretty recently, actually. Someone asked me why the dog was spared, and that's the first time I heard about the dog.
Okay.
The first time he's ever heard about that Murphy. It's a little suspicious too. So that means he must never have been over that house.
Okay. And did you hear any dogs barking ever? Were dogs typically barking in the neighborhood or nothing?
No, not really. Not usually. It's usually decently quiet at night, I feel like. Sometimes I don't know, I usually don't hear a lot of animals, honestly. I feel like if, my cat will maybe make a dog bark every once in a while, but that's about it.
Yeah. Again,
how would a cat make a dog bark? Like a random dog? Someone, can you put that in the comments? Because I'm confused on that too.
our deal here is this is like.
I mean, I have a cat and it never makes any dogs bark. And there's dogs that live around me.
Consider this like Reddit AMA. You can answer any questions here you want, and you don't have to answer any questions you want. But Jamie is asking, he says...
but why wouldn't you answer all the questions? If you've got nothing to hide, that's what I'm trying to get at here. Why not answer all the questions?
Where did it go? Someone is asking, this was not it, but somebody was asking if you wanted to go further. They mentioned you had a felony, and you talked a little bit about this on Reddit AMA. Do you want to go into that now, or?
I've got 3. Well, I don't have 3 anymore. They're expired, so they're off
talk about them.
My record now, as of like 3 years ago. So It's been like 10 years. But yeah, I had 3. I had a possession of marijuana. Had a possession of MDMA with intent to deliver, and I had a delivery of MDMA.
Okay, thank you for sharing that. Oh, and let's see, we lost you for a bit. Are you back?
Yeah.
You're back. Can we hear you?
I still would want to double check that and make sure that's correct. Like, because a lot of people do lie about their felonies, you know what I mean?
Okay, we can hear you. All right. Thank you, Stephanie B, for reminding everyone that's here to please, if you like these types of interviews, hit like and subscribe. It helps us.
Yes, hit the like, hit the subscribe button. 97% of you watching this right now are not subscribed. Why not? Hit that subscribe button. I appreciate you.
Know what we should continue doing as a channel. And Liz is asking, this is a great question, and I want to take this question a little bit further. She is asking, have there been any normal parties at the Sigma Chi house since the incident, or any parties, or has it been really quiet?
No, I haven't. I haven't really noticed anything since then.
But if you're a hermit and you don't go outside, how would you know all this? You're a hermit, a self-described hermit, right?
But I honestly haven't been really, I haven't been home as much lately on the weekends, but, yeah, it's been pretty quiet, honestly. No, because, there's definitely no parties at the house recently, and,
He said definitely no parties at the house.
I think there was, like, maybe one, but...
Now he says there's maybe one.
Can't really remember anything else. It's been pretty tame recently.
Okay. Yeah, has it been quieter around town since this event?
Of course it's been quieter around town since this event.
Yeah, I mean, it's also like, you have to think about it too, like, the cops are everywhere, right? Like, nobody wants to party. Like, the cops are like there's like probably like 20 cops parked in like the parking lot next to our.
Well, it shouldn't be because of the cops. It should be because there's a fucking murderer on the loose, and 4 people just got stabbed to death. So I would think most people around there probably wouldn't be in the partying mood. I wouldn't not party just because of the cops. I mean, if you're in college, you're of age to drink anyway. So what's the problem, with that?
Our neighborhood, like, and there's like probably like another 5, like.
He just said like 6 likes, like 800, like in like one sentence.
In the house like all day. There's always one that's there all night. So it's like I don't think anyone's trying to party with, you know what I mean? Like for whatever reason.
What do you mean, whatever reason? Oh my god, this guy is getting on my nerves.
So it's kind of funny. I thought they were like, just trying to like speed trap and pull people over for like the first few weeks, but then I realized that they're just nonstop working on this case. So
of course
they're always here, but I'm sure people are trying to throw parties with that happening. You know what I mean?
Right. Totally. Liz, thank you. And I want to correct my words. I called what has happened 4 weeks ago an event. What I mean is an absolutely horrendous crime and tragedy. Forgive my sometimes not the best words I use. I don't mean to. Lives can be hard while I'm multitasking with chat. There was a great question from Julie Holden. I don't see it now, but essentially, has the restaurant you work in, without telling us what that restaurant is, has it been quieter?
No.
Yeah, tell us, Chef Dizzy.
I mean, people can't stop telling me about the conspiracy theories, and it's actually been providing a little bit of humor in these times, because they're pretty hilarious individuals. So like I don't know, they just keep like making fun of these new conspiracies, and so it's been an interesting time for sure.
Can you imagine if let's just totally just, you know what? I'm not even gonna say it.
The first week it was really quiet. I didn't say like probably like really anything for the first few days. Like I was at work after it happened. But after a few weeks, it's starting to get better. I don't know. I have the other day I was thinking about it and I was pretty quiet, but we've been trying to like, I don't know. It's best to just try not to think about it, right now. But it's hard also because like we're surrounded by it everywhere. But
right. Yeah, speaking of speculations, you live in the neighborhood, which means there was somebody that did this. Do you speculate?
Yeah, he doesn't seem very concerned about him living near potentially a killer,
Without naming names, we don't want to name any names or anything or identify people on our channel, but do you ever speculate about who could have possibly done this?
I mean, for sure, but no one fits the bill. Honestly, when I think about all my neighbors, I'm just like, no way. Like everyone, I think, even like, who might kill them at the slightest inconvenience is just completely irrational and ridiculous. Like when I think about any like individual personally, like any personal like neighbor, like anyone in this area, I'm just like, there's no way. Like they're all like pretty normal people. They all got their own shit going on.
Okay, well, the police, I think, called this a targeted attack. So if it was a targeted attack, that means they knew the people, Kaylee, Maddie, Xana, and Ethan. So, I mean, obviously the killers had to have known that they were on the top floor, the second and third floors, and they knew not to go downstairs, and they left the 2 downstairs alive. So it had, it's most likely somebody that knew these people. And if they knew him, that means they probably live close to the area.
To think of them doing this is just absurd.
So somebody did it, and I'm sure they're not just gonna come out and say they did it. They're gonna try and act normal, you know.
But
So with
yeah,
that being said, what, none of your neighbors fit the bill. What type of person do you think this might have been? What it was?
I'm looking into the. I don't know if it's true, but someone I was looking into a report that said it was like almost a blunt, heavy object, and a really strong person did it. I'm kind of imagining like
a blunt, heavy object. Okay, the coroner said it was supposedly a K-bar knife, and they got stabbed to death, not a blunt object. Okay. So he's wrong.
maybe like a hunter dude, like some like super mentally ill dude who's maybe experienced with hunting, who has like some type of like farm blunt stabbing object, and just like
A blunt stabbing object? What?
really waited
Am I not getting it, or is this guy not getting it?
patiently until everything was really quiet. Like maybe he knew about this weekend was being quiet, and then went in there and did it. But I don't know. It's like it's so bizarre. Like nothing. Thinking about it's hard to think about it because I think the first thing I try to think about is a motive, and that's like it just draws me into a bunch of blanks.
Well, let's think about all like the famous killers. They're not just like some mentally ill person that you can just point out, and they're not like just they're most of them can function normal, and you can name a whole bunch of killers that you would never suspect until they got caught.
So yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, there's like there's surrounding areas that have like just have a history of lead poisoning. So like
we lost you for a bit, or at least on my end. If you want to I'm going to try to refresh this and see.
I don't know. Chef Dizzy here is not making a lot of sense to me. I don't know if he's making sense to you guys.
While we can see if we get him back to ask him more questions. Somebody's asking if he was paid for this interview. Absolutely not.
Let's see if he
Very
comes
needed,
back.
not ask for. And I'm one group.
Okay, he didn't come back. All right, guys. Well, that confused the hell out of me. Put down in the comments what you guys think about him. Inan Harsh, the guy, he was at the food truck. He's a neighbor of the force that got killed. But, yep, True Crime King out.